Valimai is a Tamil script. Understand the emotion behind the dialogue. How do you prepare?
Sometimes the expression says a lot. I try to catch that. Get my pen and paper and I'm writing it down. I'm asking people, how would you say this? How would you say that?
Like a very studious student.
Yeah, it's like me. I'm sitting in one corner, learning my lines and everybody's laughing at me. I definitely think that the kind of action this film has, we've not seen in India. Ajith sir is known to doing, his own stunts and big action sequences. He's set another benchmark for himself and I think the fans are in for a real treat.
Valimai என்றது அடுத்தவனை காப்பாத்துதான் அழிக்கல்ல.
I remember meeting him the first time and I like to talk a lot. So I'm telling them some stories. Yeah, one film I did this and that happened and the meeting got done. So I don't know, I think the director didn't like me.
He doesn't speak much.
He doesn't speak much, but that doesn't mean the meeting didn't go well. But I was the only one talking. Valimai also so challenging and so different. If I would say spend a month on another script, I have to spend 2 months, in doing a film like this. A film like Valimai, it's totally worth it.
What is your character in Valimai?
I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you my character name. She's a cop. I can only tell you that much. I want to keep the surprise.
We have the most prolific actor of our times. Huma Qureshi is with me. Hi, Huma.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very good.
Thank you so much for such lovely words.
So, what is the one thing that you liked about Valimai that you immediately signed?
Everything. Everything. I think from the script to, of course, Ajith sir, to get a chance to work with him, to Vinoth, our director. I've heard, seen his films and I was a huge fan. So I was I really have to work with this amazing combo. And I think they do such amazing films together. So I was very excited to be part of Valimai. And of course, when I heard the script and I heard my role and I heard my character, I was like, I can't let this one go. It was like that.
Okay, so Ajith sir is basically the second generation of superstar. You worked with superstar Rajinikanth first and Ajith sir is the next generation. So this is like that. So what difference that you felt from Rajini sir to Ajith sir? Obviously they both are different obviously. So what dynamics that you found different from both of them?
I mean it's very, I don't know, I don't think of it like that. For me, I always look at what the story is, what my character is and I try and play true to that. So of course working with Arjun sir also was a very big thing for me. I always wanted to work with him. So when I got the chance, I was completely bowled over and I loved the script. I really wanted to work with Paranjit. And again, my character was very strong. So more dramatic part, I had to age myself, and so I feel but as an actor, if you really like a script, I'll go all out, I won't hold back. And again with Valimai also, I feel again, so challenging and so different. I'm playing a cop, I'm doing action. I don't know about this first, second generation. I don't understand all this, but I always go by my gut. Okay, I like this character. I have not done this before. An audience will see me do something new.
Exactly.
And I think that's what keeps you also excited about doing something. And this is really, Valimai is a dream come true.
Okay. So you have been very selective in terms of picking your scripts, right? In Hindi you will do more of your works, but in Tamil you have been very picky.
They're not sending me scripts only. You should tell them. They're not sending me.
No, I thought after Kala you would get so much of offers, but you're saying that.
No, I didn't get only.
Seriously?
No, I said it's not like that. I feel sometimes about you really like a script, you don't have you're committed to something else or whatever. But whenever I feel something good comes out, I'll always make out time for a Tamil film. I really enjoy watching them also and I would love to do more.
So what is your character in Valimai?
I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you my character name.
You can say here and there. It's a
cop. She's a cop. I can only tell you that much. I want to keep the surprise. Can I tell them? I don't know. Nobody's here for production. Because we've not revealed it yet. So I want to keep it a secret.
Yeah. So because we didn't get much of update regarding your character before the release also. So it's before release only. So have you seen the output of the film?
I have not seen the entire film, but I've seen bits of it while dubbing for it.
Okay. Yeah. How has it come up now?
I think it's looking amazing. And I don't like to praise my own work because I feel it's very vain to praise yourself, but I think the film is looking very good. And I definitely think that the kind of action this film has, we've not seen in India. And really, I know Ajith sir is known to doing, his own stunts and big action sequences. But I feel for himself also, he's set another benchmark for himself. And I think the fans are in for a real treat.
Okay. So who lastly asked you this Valimai update?
You! So 2 seconds ago.
So previously you all have these voices, right? Outside industry also. Valimai update, Valimai update, Valimai update.
Yeah.
So what was the reaction for that?
I think it's very adorable. I think it's so nice and I feel so much love, and I know the love is, because of the way Ajith sir is, and just how much love he gets and how hard he's worked. So I think it's all his hard work over so many years and repeatedly entertaining people and giving them, hits after hits and good films after good films. So all this Valimai update is love for all years of hard work. But it's very sweet. I think it's very sweet.
Amazing. So Huma, you just tell me about Ajith sir, because previously your assumption, your thoughts about Ajith sir would be different before working on this film. But after working this film, so what are your thoughts about Ajith sir? Is there anything that changed your...
I used to think sir was, he was more reserved.
Okay.
And he is reserved. It's not that he's not reserved, but I think after some time, if he thinks, comfortable or whatever, then he has a great sense of humor.
Amazing.
He has a lovely sense of humor. And, he has this beautiful ability how to make everyone in this room, like he'll enter this room and everybody will feel like he's talking to them. He'll make them feel special. He'll make them feel respected. He'll treat women well. He'll be very kind to children. So I don't know, he just has this aura about him that he makes everyone feel like so special and so nice. And I feel that for me is his best quality. And I really hope, I can imbibe some of that quality in me also. But yeah, that I did not expect, this kind of just being very humble at the same time and yet have this personality that can charm everybody.
So basically you are a non-Tamilian. Valimai is a Tamil script. Of course, Kala was also a Tamil script. To understand the emotion behind the dialogue, how do you prepare your process? How do you get that?
Actually, more hard work than to do Hindi. You're right, because Hindi and English are two languages I'm comfortable with. I've also studied in school. I grew up in the north, so I don't. I've never, spent as much time in Chennai as I would like to. But yeah, when I select a script in a language I don't speak, then the work becomes even twice as much. So if I would say spend a month on another script, I have to spend 2 months, doing a film like this. But yeah, a film like Valimai, it's totally worth it, because you feel like it's just a film you have to be a part of. And so yeah, so language I think is the most important thing. I think acting otherwise is more or less for me the same. Whether I'm doing a Hollywood film or I'm doing, a film in Chennai or in Bombay, Hyderabad, or in Hyderabad, it's the same for me. But yes, to crack the language and to think in that language, that's the hard part. So for me also, sometimes I'll have to spend time and be like, okay, if this character says something in slang, so what can that be? So I literally do my homework, I get my pen and paper and I'm writing it down and I'm asking people, how would you say this, how would you say that? So
like a very studious student.
yeah, it's like exam, and the day I have a lot of lines, you will not hear one sound out of me. I'm sitting in one corner, learning my lines and everybody's laughing at me.
So previously I was speaking to Kartikeya regarding Valimai. He told me that H. Vinoth is someone that he doesn't act and all. He'll just feed you and he'll make you act in nonsense. So what was the process between you and H. Vinoth?
No, absolutely. I think initially, sir was a bit not sure, of how to communicate. I remember meeting him the first time at Boney sir's office in Mumbai, and he was there, and Anuji was there, who's doing costumes for our film, and the three of them were sitting, and I like to talk a lot.
Okay.
So, I've gone there and I'm only talking, and then, they were asking me if I've done action before. So I'm telling them some stories. Yeah, one film I did this and that happened, and so I kept talking, and when the meeting got done, so Boney sir was dropping me till my car. So I was like, sir, I don't know, I think the director didn't like me. So he's like, why? Because he didn't say anything. He said, no, he's a very reserved man. He doesn't speak much. He doesn't speak much, but that doesn't mean the meeting didn't go well. But I was the only one talking. He didn't say anything. But I think I made an impression, which is why I'm sitting here today. But even on set, I think initially he was, he's a man of few words. I would say this. He speaks less, but he's very clear about what he wants, and that is what I really, really appreciate. So I would always, and also because between us, communication is a bit of a topic because my Tamil is not so great also. So, but I would always look at him, and even if he was talking to me in Tamil, I would try and understand, because for me, sometimes the expression says a lot.
Correct.
What he's wanting, and I tried to catch that.
Oh, right.
And I think by the end of it, we found our way to communicate. But what I really enjoyed working with him, that he was very clear about what he wanted.
Okay, one takeaway that you take from this Valimai project. You have been part of this project for quite some time, right? So one takeaway that you take.
So many. I'm just grateful to be working with Ajith sir.
Okay.
I think it's really an experience to work with him, to know him, to learn from him. Just his sincerity, his humility, and he'll never tire. Even if you say no, one more take or whatever, he'll be standing over there, and just how easy he makes it, for everybody to be around him. There are no I've never seen him in a bad mood. I don't know how to say this, I don't know how to describe it. He's always, or even if he is, I feel like he feels that he can't put his bad mood on other people. So he'll always try and take care of them. And I thought that's such a beautiful quality to have. Ajith sir led from the front. He told our producer Boney sir that, don't worry, I'm here, I'm not leaving till we finish this film. And Boney sir also, he had so many other films that were in the pipeline. But never once did he ever make us feel that anything was amiss or whatever. And I feel like he's really worked very hard to make the film look the way it's looking and to present it in this very grand vision that he has. So yeah, all in all, I think my learning is I was working with the three people like Vinoth sir, Boney sir and Ajith sir, and I feel like they make such a great combination. So I am like, I must work with this combination again.
They are working together again.
I know.
Okay, right. So we hear that lots of action involved in this film. That's what we have also seen throughout these glimpses and trailer and everything. So what's your part in action scenes and action blocks and everything?
I've done a bit of action,
okay,
a little bit of action in this film, yes.
That's a new experience for you, right?
That is a new experience for me, and again, it's my director's vision. I did not think he'll make me do all this action, but he made me do a little bit of hand-to-hand combat, little bit of driving a lorry, and so and the good thing is that my character is a cop. And normally, sometimes it ends up happening that the girls are always being rescued, or the villain has kidnapped them, or one of those kind of cliche things. But I was so happy that he made me a very integral part of the ongoing action sequences.
Amazing.
And that made me feel very happy because it's a very different interpretation.
Right.
Than what we normally see in any film.
So one special conversation that you shared with Rajini sir, because you know how much we love him.
Yeah.
So you are the Kannamma of that film. So one special conversation that you could remember for a long time.
I can't think of any one particular conversation, but a lot of spiritual conversations.
Yeah.
And I think I also am a spiritual person. I like to read a lot.
Amazing.
I think more than being a religious person, I'm more spiritual. So I always think about life. I always think about karma. I always think about what is our purpose? I don't know, philosophical things about and especially the last 2 years, I think I've become more spiritual because I've got so much time to spend with myself and my thoughts.
Okay.
So I think those kind of conversations I had a lot with Rajni sir, and he shared some stories about his spiritual journey
and all,
which I thought was very beautiful.
Right. Finally, the film is releasing, and it feels surreal. Seriously.
I know. I'm so excited.
So, do you have any plans to watch Valimai in Chennai?
I want to see first day first show.
Definitely, you should see.
Yeah, I want to see first day first.
With the fans of Ajith sir.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. How much excited are you, and what's the few final thoughts about this Valimai project that you?
I am very excited. I feel very grateful that I got to be part of this beautiful journey called Valimai. And finally, the day is here. It's releasing, and thank you to Ajith sir for making me a part of this project. For Vinoth, to Boney sir, I feel very, very happy. I think we've made a good film. And I can't wait to share it with everyone.
Thank you so much, Huma.
Thank you so much.
It's a great meeting you, and we wish you all the very best for Valimai, and we would want to see you more in Tamil.
Yes, I want to do more Tamil films, and I will do more Tamil films now.
Pakka sure.
Pakka sure. Pakka.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Lovely chatting with you. Bye.